Christian's back. All that warmth was great if you have chunks of ice in your driveway like I did. So nice to see those gone.
Yep.
But then walking out this morning, I'm like I was 107 walking out this morning. I'm like,
yes.
Because you do not want to fall on whatever froze last night.
Yeah.
I know, 2 days in a row. Yesterday, me and Katie had this problem when we were coming into work. It was just so icy. And then once again this morning, I'm walking to my car. I'm like, ooh,
yeah, and it's no
gotta
joke,
watch out.
because you can't see it. So you got to be very careful.
Yeah, nothing more dangerous than slipping on ice, so definitely be careful out there. The cold has definitely come back this morning. Now, here's a look at the radar. We've been tracking a couple snow showers that were rolling through central and southern Maine. They've really completely tapered off for the most part. You might be still noticing a few flakes on some of the peninsulas and islands over in mid-coast Maine. Largely, though, things are pretty quiet out there in terms of precipitation, at least this morning. Let's talk about winds and wind chills. It's very cold out there, of course. Feels like 7 right now in Portland, 1 in Greenville. Feels like 8 below 0 in Rangeley, so very frigid this morning. Feels like 12 in Rockland as we start off the day. Let's talk about winds. They are gusty out of the west, gusting up to 30 to 35 miles per hour right now. You can see those gusts to 33 in Portland, Bangor, Waterville as well, so quite gusty out there this morning. Winds will only pick up as we head through the morning and into the afternoon. So for today, it's cold and windy out there. Wind will continue through the early afternoon, gusting up to 40 and in some spots even close to 50 miles per hour before we do see that wind relaxing a bit as we head into the evening hours. So let's talk about what we've got in store for us as we head through the next several days. Of course, today, it's all about that frigid wind with the very cold temperatures returning and the blustery conditions. Tomorrow, it's a quiet day. Winds die down a good bit, but we're tracking some light snow overnight, New Year's Eve night into New Year's Day as we're ringing in the new year. A lot of us will probably be seeing some light snow coming down. Luckily, the pattern is pretty quiet. I don't see any signs of a big storm, at least through early next week. Very cold, though. No warmth in sight through the next 7 days. So let's talk winds here. They're going to be quite gusty out of the northwest or west through the day, up to 35 to 40 miles per hour. Again, isolated gusts could approach 50, so keep that in mind. A very blustery day, not the best day for being outside, that's for sure. Winds will die down as we head into tomorrow, but it still remains a little breezy out there on Wednesday before we really start to see things calming down as we head into our New Year's Eve night and of course into New Year's Day. So New Year's Eve tomorrow, if you can believe it. We're already at the tail end of the year. Snow will likely develop as we head towards midnight. The daytime tomorrow is quiet, remains pretty quiet through the first half of the evening, but by 10, 11 o'clock or so, some light snow will be possible. Could become fairly widespread by midnight as we're ringing in the new year. So let's break everything down here. Winds out of the west or northwest today. Yeah, it's cold, it's windy. It's just not a pleasant day out there for our Tuesday. Couple unpleasant days in a row after yesterday's icy mess. Tomorrow morning, clear and sunny as we start off our New Year's Eve. It looks a little bit calmer out there. Clouds will build though as we head towards the afternoon. At least temperatures get a bit warmer. Middle and upper 20s expected on New Year's Eve. And then as we head towards midnight, between about 10 o'clock and midnight, we should see widespread light snow developing. Now, this could be a bit patchy in spots. There may be some areas that really don't get too much out of this, but I think that almost all of us have a good shot at least getting a coating to an inch or so. Some spots are a bit more favored for maybe a little more snowfall with this as it will continue through the overnight and into New Year's Day morning, wrapping up as we head towards the afternoon. It really shouldn't persist too much longer after sunrise on New Year's Day with sunshine and cold temperatures, of course, sticking around. So how much snow are we expecting? Again, it's a coating to an inch, it looks like, for most of us. Mid-coast and down East Maine, though, a couple spots there might be able to squeeze out 2-3 inches of snow or so. Nothing really too tough to deal with as, again, it's going to be very light and fluffy, very cold, so not going to be too much of a concern. Speaking of cold, yeah, if you're a fan of it, I mean, it's a great forecast for you. Definitely great for freezing up lakes. So if you've been, not sure if it's safe yet for ice fishing, it has been in many spots. This will really help to make things quite safe for that as the cold stays locked in through the beginning of the new year. If anything, January looks to follow right in December's footsteps with below average temperatures favored through the month. So yeah, cold winter in Maine this year definitely seems to be the trend. Here's a look at our marine forecast. 7 to 10 foot seas, very blustery westerly or northwesterly winds through the day. So just keep that in mind. Gale warnings in place out in the Gulf of Maine. Thankfully, after the wind dies down today, it is a slightly better day tomorrow. Temperatures in the middle 20s or upper 20s with those flakes arriving late in the day or in the evening. Snow through midnight and through about sunrise on New Year's Day, and then it's clearing out after that. Very cold into the weekend. Look at Sunday, only around 15 to 20 degrees, very cold, and it remains cold into early next week. Maybe Monday night into Tuesday, our next chance at more widespread snowfall. So yeah, I mean, December, you guys, notably, memorably cold. So January might be trying to follow in its footsteps.
Yeah, heads up for anybody who's heading to Foxborough Sunday for the Patriots last
Oh,
game
yes.
as well, because that's going to be, I mean, Miami's coming
Oof.
here, so it was already going to be too bad for them. Now it's really too bad for them.
Yeah, I mean, the Pats really have the advantage here. Yeah.
Yes, they do.